Hi, Brilliant Business Moms. It's Sarah.
Hey, I'm Beth Ann.
And this past week was week 5 of 52 Weeks to a Better Business, and we were talking about defining your target market. So we wanted to update you on the things that Beth Ann and I discussed when we were defining our target market. Take it away, Beth Ann.
Okay, so the fun thing about defining our target market for us is we are part of our target market. So that is helpful. It's helpful to kind of be your own ideal customer. But of course, you all are our ideal customers as well. So let's see. When we think about defining your target market, one of the first things you kind of look at are demographics. So for us, that we knew right off the bat that moms are who we're targeting, and more so than that, we found it's mostly stay-at-home moms, although we have some moms who work part-time and some who are still full-time, but I guess
it comes down more to their value system,
Yeah.
not necessarily whether they're working or whether they're full-time at home or something in between. But we thought it more came down to the women that we are targeting and that seem to be part of our group. They place a high value on family, on their family values, their family time, and that is something that is important to us as well. So whatever your work situation, that we feel is a key factor for you.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I guess under psychographics is definitely, all of those things that the women we're targeting value the most, what matters the most to them. Because I would say none of you are really coming to us and saying, my goal is to work 80 hours a week. Like, that's not where any of us are at. And then let's see, going a step further, we were thinking about one question we thought was really good is like, what is your target market's dreams? Like, what do they want their life to look like?
Yeah, and it's not so much, it's more that idea of meaningful work. They want their lives to be something that they can dictate. They want to be able to live their own life the way they want to, and to what's the word I'm looking for? Choose your own life. They want to be able to be in control of their life.
Yeah.
They have that entrepreneurial drive, which then allows them to be more in control of how things work, their family life and their work life.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're dictating their time. And I think, a lot of the moms we've talked with also express this desire or this dream that one day their husbands get to come home too. Mm-hmm. That both of them are doing something that's kind of working for themselves, dictating their schedule. So yeah, that sense, that freedom, that designing your life is a key value that we see all of you guys, you prize that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And the idea of a purposeful life. Things that you do have purpose and meaning. You're not just floundering through life willy-nilly. You are choosing to live a purposeful life. And that is pretty cool, because there's lots of people out there who are happy to just float on by.
Yeah.
And that's not our target market.
You guys are your action takers, and you don't just let things happen to you. You are making things happen. And I think that's a key part of this Brilliant Business Moms community for sure. And then too, some of the other questions were like, what are their hobbies or interests? And I think one thing we noticed is that, all of us might have some sort of creative hobby, but a lot of times that hobby is tied into your business. Like, if you're an Etsy shop owner, maybe your hobby is handmade soap making, but because you're all so creative and driven, your hobbies tend to turn into businesses. So I think for a lot of us, our free time, our leisure time is really spent, working on the business in some way, and hopefully there's an aspect of that business that's giving you a creative outlet, whether it's making a product or whether that's writing. But yeah,
we definitely thought that our target market, that you guys are a very creative bunch, but you're a very smart bunch of women. You're very motivated, and you take that creative side and you turn it into something. You turn it into a business. So we think you're pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Beth Ann ran across a question on Fizzle about where you guys might shop or things like that. And we thought you guys might be more the Kohl's Target variety sort of women, not the high-end couture sort of women.
Yeah, and bouncing off of that, it was funny because I've ran across a few websites that are like for women in business, perhaps, giving them advice. And some of them, they'll phrase things like, be part of our glitterati group or things like that. And I'm kind of looking at it going like, what? Like, I don't relate to that at all. You know what I mean?
I don't glitter.
We're not a glitz and glamour bunch. I mean, I think we're all adorable, but you know, we are more like down to earth.
Yes.
And I think that's true. Like, it's been cool too to see some of you guys on video for these updates, because when we see you on video, we're like, oh, we would totally be friends in real life. You know? It's
I
kind
know.
of that.
That is the coolest thing. We totally would be friends with all of you in real life. And I know that if we all got together, and we were talking about if we were all sitting down together in a coffee shop, we would just have the best time talking with you guys. Everyone would have so many fun things to share. And I think we'd all really get along really well. It would be fun.
Yeah. We're down to earth. We're
normal.
Yeah. We're not big city girls for the most part either. Yeah. We're
normal with a twist. We're normal. We're not boring normal.
Not
We're
boring.
Fun normal.
Yeah, and motivated
and you're fun normal. Right.
Oh, yeah. And there's something else.
The what makes us mad?
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was a great question too, figuring out what makes us mad, and then also we got to go to like what makes us feel valued. Those are two really good questions I think you guys should ask about your target audience too.
So what makes us mad? We get mad at, I don't know, disingenuous people kind of rankle me a little bit. And then also the people, like the women who kind of look down on us because we don't have that high-powered job. They kind of think that what we're doing is silly or a waste of time.
Yeah.
That you have to be like a suit-wearing person in order to be important. That makes us a little angry.
Yeah, that kind of like, and I know you guys have all been there where you start talking about your Etsy shop or your blog or whatever, and people like, their eyes glaze over and they're kind of like, oh, that's cute. Like, oh, good for you. And you're like, no, this matters. Like, this is important. I'm doing, you know, it takes so much motivation and intelligence to do all the things that you guys are doing. So
right, we're not doing fluff. We're not just, you know, sitting around and doing this all for... It is fun, but it's not purely for fun. Like, this is serious business to us. It matters. It's something that matters.
Yeah. And then I think going to, like, what makes us feel validated, or what's another word for that? Or, like, or even just feel important, or...
Yeah, and respected.
Respected. That, yes, that one. I think that kind of ties into what ticks us off, is, like, I feel respected when people know that I'm spending my time in a meaningful way. Like, or I feel respected when
they acknowledge our hard work that we're putting into our businesses.
Yeah.
This is not just a half an hour a week sort of a thing here.
Yeah.
We're really putting in some serious hard work and time into our businesses. And that, if people can respect that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So, basically, that's it. You guys are definitely our people, for sure, and hopefully you feel the same about us, that you can relate to us, and we're your people as well. And we're having so much fun getting to know all of you, and we really want to hear about who your target market is for your business. Obviously, it will be different than ours, but I think it'll be really fun to hear from everyone on what their target market looks like. So, post your videos.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. And, of course, now it's your turn to head out there and be brilliant. Like
Bye.
finger.